Alright guys, this is game 4 of Humans versus Harrison. Humans took the last game with Face Hunter against Mech Mage. Unfortunately, the mic went out halfway through the video, so I ended up just scrapping it. But so we find ourselves 2-1. This is a must-game win for Harrison to send it to a game 5, and it looks like this is actually handlock versus handlock. Mulligans for handlock versus handlock. They don't know that each other are handlocked, so they're probably both gonna go anti-zoo here and hold on to things like Hellfire. Yeah, Humans is saying he's keeping Hellfire just in case. I think I would do the same in this situation. Probably both of them will hold on to Hellfire, and oh man, Humans is like the perfect anti-zoo cards. He's probably not going to be happy when he sees a life tap on turn 2. Oh, although he does have the Ancient Watcher. Ancient Watcher with an owl can put on some early aggression. I'm not sure how good that is in the handlock versus handlock matchup. So I think it's a pretty obvious tap here for Harrison. He's already got a Molten Giant, but he doesn't have a Drake yet or a Mountain Giant to play on turn 4, so he's going to be tapping aggressively for that. Looks like Humans has decided to take the aggressive. He has an aggressive stance. He has to know that it's a handlock now, but he's going to go ahead and put on the early damage and see if he can get something done. Okay, and a Drake is tapped into, so that'll be a clean turn 4 play. Both sides just taking it easy at the beginning, tapping, with the exception of the Ancient Watcher Owl combo, which has actually already gotten him down to 16 life. It'll be interesting to see if he pokes any more. If he does, he might have a bad time when Molten Giant comes out early. I don't see any Siphoned Soul yet either. Oh, but he does have a big game Hunter waiting. Regardless, I don't think you want to play that game where you run into face here and give a free Molten Giant. I think that's bad. So if you're Harrison here, I don't think you are afraid of your life total. I don't think you need to heal bot. So yeah, probably just tap, and Ancient Watcher here is a pretty reasonable play. You could even do Ancient Watcher and Sun Fury Protector if you're a little worried about your health. Yeah, he holds onto the Sun Fury Protector. I don't mind that. I think it's fine. He's saying, go ahead, hit me in the face for 4 damage. Give me a free Molten Giant. And that's exactly what he did. Now, do you play a Mountain Giant and then a Molten Giant? I think you do. I think you just go for a huge board here. Oh, I think that might have been a misplay if he's going to play Mountain. Oh, no, he's going to go with a Siphoned Soul instead. Okay, I was looking at potentially Mountain Giant, Molten Giant, Sun Fury Protector, which in that case, I guess it doesn't really matter. He had 1 extra mana anyway. The sequencing order wouldn't have mattered in that case regardless. However, Humans does have the big game Hunter waiting. I think that's a really obvious play. The only question is, what are you going to do with the other 3 mana that you have? He's already got 2 Molten Giants. The Mortal Coils, though, here are completely useless. These are dead cards in his hand. He doesn't even want them for the damage. So rather than playing anything, he didn't really have an option. He just tapped and okay, and he finds a way to get use out of his Mortal Coil. Even though this is a non-silenced Ancient Watcher, it wasn't really a threat. You may as well do that and get a little bit of value out of the coil, since otherwise it's just sitting in your hand. So if you're Harrison here, Dr. Balanced is green, which means he should probably be played. If you dare to defy the Hearthstone gods and decide not to play a green Dr. Boom. I think it's also a very good play to play Mountain Giant and maybe Dark Bomb on one of these creatures and clear the other creature with the Drake. I think that's a pretty reasonable play too. He's opted for tap, which it pays off in a big way because he gets a Mortal Coil and Mountain Giant. That's great. He still, if he didn't top deck the Mortal Coil, could have played Mountain Giant and a Sun Fury Protector because it would have been enough mana for that. Or Mountain Giant and Dark Bomb. Yeah, if he didn't get the Mortal Coil, I think he was going to Dark Bomb this creature. So it worked out. So Thorson makes all these really expensive cards really cheap. The problem is he's dead. This is lethal here, 16 health with 12 damage on board. I know Hemlock's not known for their burst damage, but that's definitely playing with fire. No pun intended. Although he decides not to go for the Hellfire finish. So that evens the series up at 2-2. It's really quick for a Hemlock versus Hemlock. And we'll go to Game 5. Deciding Game 5.